Ask for reparation. It's okay. She seems peaceful. My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics. That stuff went everywhere, by the way, in every crack. Very hard to wash off.
We have dedicated our whole lives to studying the paranormal. Now there's sightings all over the city. There are people out there that need our help. Holtzman, you're a brilliant engineer. Erin, no one's better at quantum physics than you. We can provide a real service.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York. And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
You didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
It's a Cadillac!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. Did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
Someone is creating a device that amplifies paranormal activity. And we might be the only ones who can stop it.
Holtzman, come on.
The hat is too much, right? Is it the wig or the hat?
There's a bigger picture at hand here. These ghosts can possess the human form.
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar! Get out of my friend, ghost!
Ow, that's gonna leave a mark.
The power of pain compels you!
Ow!
What even was that? Why would they even put the Ghostbusters name on something like that? Like, I mean, that's offensive to me. There are several things that I really want to touch on about, like, what I felt about that whole experience. I have never in my life ever felt like I had the need to want to riot or act a fool until I saw this. I will say the only saving grace in that entire trailer was the remake of the Ghostbuster theme. Was the only thing that I liked out of that entire trailer. In the original Ghostbusters, it was what made it funny was, you know, the realism of the character. The characters clicked, like they connected, you know, like even when Winston came in later, you know, like it was awkward, but he clicked, you know, and that's what made the movie so great. Like these characters in this movie, they don't seem like they click well together. Most of the jokes are forced. And it's weird that they don't even really click together, seeing as how all of them are off of Saturday Night Live. Let's just call this movie what it is. SNL Busters. When I was sitting there watching this, I was like, please be a Saturday Night Live skit. I would have accepted this a lot better if it was a sequel of sorts. Like they're passing the torch on to the next generation, and it just so happens to be all women. I don't have a problem with it being all women. I don't mind there being all women protagonists. It's just that this is a gimmick. I also think it's a gimmick when they use like the all black version of some movie, like what they did recently with Annie. I did see Annie. It wasn't a bad movie, but to me it was still gimmicky. The fact that it was like the black version of Annie. Like, why take something that did good on its own and remake it into something else that's a gimmick? That's what I see coming next, is the Mexican version of Ghostbusters, the Indian version of Ghostbusters, and then there's going to be the Japanese version of Ghostbusters. I might actually see that. The only movie that I felt did it right with the all black version was The Wiz. And when I say that, you know, like, I didn't even really want to see that at first, but I saw it and I'm like, man, this is pretty good. It had a good cast and it stood pretty much on its own. It used the same concept, but it stood on its own. A standalone movie. It was The Wiz. It wasn't The Wizard of Oz, the black version. Why take a title and a thing that is already working? Wizard of Oz is a great movie, on its own. And a lot of people are like, oh no, you're just probably being sexist. Like a lot of feminists out there, like, I'm being sexist because you just don't want to see a all-girl Ghostbuster group. Like I said, I'm cool with Ghostbusters. But it would have been okay if it would have been like the next generation of Ghostbusters, not a reboot. A reboot is sexist because reboot implies that you're trying to make something better. The original sucked and now you're rebooting it to make it better. So what are we implying? That an all-female cast of Ghostbusters is actually the better Ghostbusters? That's sexist if you really want to get into it. Like a reboot or an all-black reboot. So it's better if all black cast is in it. I mean, like, come on, like, be serious about it. And since we're on the black version of things, I cringed so much, like the stereotype of the loud black woman in this movie. Like, you know, the part when they showed the hearse and she was like, "What? It's a Cadillac." Oh my God! I don't know. I didn't know what to do with myself. I wanted to throw my laptop. I know I keep saying this. I didn't like the fact that it was a reboot, and it was almost a scene for scene remake of like all the best scenes from the original that made it great. And the CGI in this is a mess. The ghost looked like something from a Scooby-Doo movie. Had this been a sequel or even a movie of another name, it could have been called something else where it was using the idea of a female Ghostbusters. To all the feminists out there, feminist movement implies that we're all equal, not that females are greater than guys. And that's what a lot of the feminists out there are not understanding. People out there don't like the movie, and it's not because, you know, there's women in it or there's strong women characters in there. It's just the fact that they're destroying an original by a gimmick. And the feminists out there are really proud because it's like, oh, there's strong women or women. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's not feminism. Feminism is equality, not I'm better than you. So, like, every time y'all use that argument, it sucks. I'm just letting you know right now. And if that's the case, like if you're okay with all that, let's start remaking all movies with gender swaps in them. If you ever seen the movie Gloria, strong female protagonist, let's make that a guy in there. Let's take Sucker Punch. That movie did great. Let's make that an all male cast. Let's take Charlie's Angels and make that an all male cast. Let's just gender swap the heck out of everything, since that's what's okay now. Like, I would have been okay even if they would have just mixed it up a little bit. Like, you know, there would have been like maybe 1 or 2 females in the new Ghostbusters, and that's cool. That's great. I like that diversity, showing the world is moving in a new direction. That's okay with me. But this is a gimmick. The all-female version, the all-black male version, it is all a gimmick. That is all I have to say about that. I hate that I'm even talking about this movie. I have a headache just thinking about this. Before I get real mad and just like start throwing things all over the place, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I hope you enjoyed my view on things. If you like the video, like, subscribe. Go ahead and leave what you thought in the comment about the movie. If you agree with what I'm saying, or if you even disagree, that's cool too. Just go ahead and put it in the comment. And I'll catch you guys later. I'm out of here. I'm done with this. I'm done. I can't do it.
I ain't freaking no